Hello and welcome back to another installment of Fodder. In today's video, we are talking about the Nature and Niffler event in Harry Potter Wizards Unite. Now, as you can see on my screen, it's about 10:17 and the Nature and Niffler event has not yet begun, but I wanted to show you guys a little bit of the prep work that I did leading up to this event, because this time I'm not going to be left behind for this particular event. The first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go in and collect my potion, and I have been brewing Extimulo potions and tonic for trace detection potions as well. I do have a dollar draft in there because I am going to be trying to collect some Newt Scamanders. That is the key goal for this event, but I highly recommend, if you have time, brew some potions, because there are going to be severe and emergency foundables that you're going to want to make sure that you don't miss out on. Additionally, the tonic for trace detections, if you can brew enough of those, I would highly recommend cranking those things out. You have to do them for your daily anyways, but it's going to increase your chances of finding the Poacher and Newt Scamander. Definitely prioritizing those particular potions. Additionally, if I go to my port keys, you will see I have cleared everything out. I'm just about to finish my last 1K port key, not a moment too soon. Fill this thing up. Remember, you are going to get either the Thunderbird or the Alchemy in your 1K special port keys for this event. Clear those puppies out, have as much space as possible, and get to walking. And finally, if I go into my registry and we look at the Magizoology pages, as far as Newt's case, I'm on gold. Really expect to, in 48 hours, I fully expect to have this completely filled out. The Nifflers, depending on how often they spawn, will be the only potential holdup here. I need 28 of those. I expect them to be a little rare and a little difficult to capture. So that's my only hesitation, and it's not really even a hesitation. I fully expect to have this page completely maxed out. And then if we skip over the Central Park and go to New York City Street, I've spent a lot of runestones grinding out the night bus to get the Thunderbirds and the Alchemies completely done. My unicorns already complete. The Alchemy eggs, I don't know why it's one, but it's just one. That was done a long time ago. And I still need 6 Newt Scamanders, where the tonic trace detection potion is going to come in extremely handy in that particular situation. I fully expect to prestige this up once and then to get to silver. I'm not going to make it past silver, but depending on the spawn rates, and it's always kind of a crapshoot with this. When they say increased spawn rates, that means from like 1% to 1.5% sometimes, and you really don't get the return that it sounds like you're going to get. So I'm cautiously optimistic about the number of Newt Scamanders I'm going to find off my detection potions. But I really think if they're going to be spawning off of potions, you know, with the sorting hat off of the Brilliant event that's currently going on, that'll be ending here in 30 minutes or so. The sorting hat spawned really frequently. I'm hoping Newt, maybe not that to the tune of like 4 per tonic trace, but if I can get 2 per tonic trace, I think that's going to be a good ratio. I will settle for 1, but I definitely, if they're going to say it's going to spawn more frequently off of tonic for trace detection potions, I definitely want at least 1 per 30 minutes. 2 is what I in my heart of hearts think it will be. That's a brief recap of what I've done to prepare for this specific event. And next time you see me, I'm gonna actually take the camera out into the wild for the first time in a long time. And we're gonna battle the Poacher and then see what it drops and see how the mechanics work, and then pick up a couple of these port keys, walk them off, see what kind of good items that we get out of this. I'm also interested to see, and someone brought this up in the last video I did, prepping you for this event, that spell energy is already kind of a rare commodity, a scarce commodity, if you will. And now we're going to have to battle a Poacher, which I don't anticipate to be very challenging, but it's still going to take 1, maybe 2 spell energy. And then on top of that, you're going to have to battle or fight the confoundable or fend off the confoundable of the Magizoology foundable that drops on the map. That sounds like a lot of use of spell energy for a resource that, well, yes, technically it's unlimited, is scarce. So I upped my spell energy to 245. I have 88 currently. I probably should head out and pick up a handful more. I will use all 245, but I don't think I have to have a full load in order to go on this. But that is one concern that I have at the beginning of this particular event. All right, I'm gonna go get some breakfast because I gotta fuel up before we start hunting. All right, as you can see, it is after 11 a.m. The event has officially started. Ooh, and there's some spell energy on the ground. I'm gonna have to pick that up. And if you look on the screen here, you can see the difference in the two different port keys. The one over to the left with the brown base, that's your typical port key that you find all the time. The one with the gray on top of the gray base, that is going to be the port key of this particular event. Now the good news for me is, as I was walking down here for my port keys, I unlocked one. So I'm gonna go ahead and let these things start stacking up. Ooh, and there is a complimentary gift inside of Diagon Alley. We are gonna get to everything. But first, let's claim the free gift. 1 silver key, 50 spell energy is going to be very useful, and 1 trace for tonic, or tonic for trace detection potion. So now that all that is out of the way, and I'm really dying to see what this high threat level is, but we're going to get to that. Ooh, and more spell energy. I'm like, hey, squirrel, squirrel. But you can see a few things have changed on my map. You have the Niffler down in the bottom corner. The red dot on the Niffler is actually my achievements. I finished out the strategic spells cast. That's not what this video is about. I was just letting you guys know that I did get the 15 red books for that. But we do have tasks. Return 20 common Poacher foundables, use tonic for trace detection 3 times, earn 7,000 wizarding XP, return 30 Magizoo family foundables, return 10 Nifflers and baby Nifflers. I think that's supposed to be or instead of and then return 10 high foundable. The bonus for this particular event is going to be 3 red spell books, 1 Dottle Draft potion, and 300 XP. And as you can see, there are already plenty of poachers. I'm just assuming there he is. It's a poacher. Look out, a poacher. Let's see, this guy looks rather menacing, I'm not gonna lie. And it looks like 2 shots, maybe 1 shot as a maxed out professor on a crit. But these are some new animations. Not unhappy with that. Oh wow, he was like super dramatic and extra on his fall down. Oh, and I got a Doxy foundable? That's great. I did not know that Doxy foundables were an option here, but that was great. Let's look at the summary here. So I got a Doxy foundable. I need 100 of those, so that's gonna help me out. I got 3 Oddity Family HP for taking out the Poacher, 50 XP, and that is good. Now there should be a Magizoo, and I don't know which one. I don't know which of these is the Magizoo's dropping, or the Poacher's dropping. It could be the Moon Calf, but I don't need the Moon Calf. But here's why you should capture it even if you already have them maxed out, and that is because you're going to get extra rewards for freeing a foundable. I'm trying to do this one-handed, and I'm really out of practice on my one-handed spell casting, but it is a Moon Calf. That is going to be good. So there's nothing extra there. So maybe this one over here, also a Moon Calf, is the one that the Poacher dropped. Definitely something more valuable than a Moon Calf that I already have maxed out. I will put my camera down and use 2 hands on. And I don't want to be wasting a lot of spell energy on, God, these are terrible spell casts, but I don't want to be wasting my spell energy on things that I don't need. Alright, let's try this again. Oh, it's still not good. I mean, it says it's good, but it wasn't good. I'm hoping it's good, and it's still not good enough. I'm wasting spell energy here, and this one is successful. Now, let's see what kind of extra whatever I was supposed to get out of this. Huh. Oh, I got the coins. So 3 gold, I'm cool with. So that must have been the one from the Poacher. And that's how you do it. It is as simple as that when it comes to doing this. Now, I'm going to say that pretty much most of the oddities, ooh, I actually need this. Most of the oddities that you will find are probably going to be the Poacher event. It just kind of seems to be the way that Niantic likes to do these special events, and I'm okay with that. I wouldn't want to be running around looking for oddities and coming up with a bunch of, like, I don't know, centaurs, pixies. things that I absolutely positively do not need. Oh, that should have been a masterful spellcast right there. But it's going to be a successful spellcast. You're very welcome. It's 11:11, make a wish. Alright, so now that we know the mechanics of this and how this thing works, let's try this again. I could do Doxy fragments from these poachers. That's kind of cool because the poacher doesn't have fragments. Like it's a foundable, but it's not a foundable, and they are one shot on a crit. That's gonna be awesome if I'm gonna get all these Doxies. I wonder what the other options are. And then here is my Magizoo foundable that is left in place. Baby Niffler, I need 20 of these. Ooh, gosh, this is one of my easier spellcasts that I'm actually pretty decent on as well. So the Baby Niffler, I need 19 more, assuming I rescued this one. Oh, and this is what I was worried about with the spell energy, is that it's gonna take probably 2 to take out most of the poachers. And then so far, I know I'm not doing the best spell traces, but so far, I'm averaging like 4 spell energy per encounter total. So whether that's 2 on the poacher, 2 on the Magizoo foundable, or 1 on the poacher, now 3 on the Magizoo foundable. It's, that Baby Niffler just coughed up some coins there. I've never noticed that before. But there goes that. So Baby Niffler down, and I got an ingredient. I didn't see, is it Lovage? I don't think it was Lovage. I think it was the other one. Fragments, 4 out of 100. Oh. So these are all registered at Doxies. Did you see that at the top of the screen there? It said 4 out of 100. And I'm at 4 Doxies. Interesting. And I'm sure that's probably just how they had to code this in order to get it to work. But I can definitely, over the course of 2 days, I can find 100 of these and finish out those Doxies. Now, being in Southern California, you guys know my struggle. Finding horned serpents is not going to happen. So that one only took 3, and I got 1 coin. So I've gotten 3 coins, I've gotten wormwood, I think, and then I've gotten 1 coin. Alright, that is the poacher mechanic. I'm gonna go walk off. Let's see what this news is, though. Let's view this. Okay, and then there's just information. So I'm gonna go walk off this Portkey. I definitely need that. Battle some poachers, and we'll check back in when the Portkey unlocks. As you can see, there is a ton happening on my screen right now. I'm going to pick up 1 and the Portkey, and then the other Portkey real quick, but that's not why I'm here. I am here for the first new Scamander. I just dropped a tonic trace as I was walking over to this nice little shaded area here, and that didn't take long. I like 27 minutes, and I already have my first Newt Scamander. I'm not gonna mess around with these. I'm gonna, but at the same time, I don't want to waste my dawdle draft on things like poachers, but I want to use it on the Newt Scamanders. But here's the thing: if this works on the first try, and it didn't, so that's let's try turn number 2. Still no luck on 2 turns. Let's go for 3 turns. Now the good news is it hasn't tried to flee yet. The bad news is I haven't freed it. Oh no. Like how many dawdle drafts do I want to use on this particular? That was a great spellcast. The good news is Ebublio is one of the easiest spellcasts in the game. Ugh. I mean, it is an emergency, so it's supposed to be difficult. That's not a good spellcast. No, no, no. Okay, okay. Definitely not a good spellcast here either. Oh, come on. And Ebublio is one of the easier. It's one of the ones that I usually get masterful on. I'm choking under the pressure right now. This is not ideal. No, 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 no. Ugh. Oh man, so spell energy. When you come across a Newt, it's probably gonna use a lot of your spell energy. I mean, this is not even getting close to freeing this foundable here. There's another master cast. Maybe this will do it. Not even remotely close. This is why we brew potions, right? That should have been masterful. All right, I'm going to a potion if it doesn't flee here. Okay, I'm gonna do it. I'm going to use potions. This is why we have potions in the game. This is gonna be a long 48 hours if I'm gonna have to use potions all the time. Only great, but it was good enough. 1 of 6 down. I'm gonna try to get all my newts today, maybe. Really happy about this. I can't even imagine how long that took. I can't even imagine how just exploded this whole little area is gonna be. Spell energy seems to be on the ground in abundance, which is nice. Although this is a new area that I'm in currently. Here's the downside to your potion, dawdle drafts, whatever, is now I'm using potions on the poacher. Kind of seems like a waste. So I don't know how to tell you guys to balance that out, but there are so many. Let me pick up this. Okay, that's spell energy, which is actually what I wanted. But let me go after this Portkey or this Poacher or the Mooncalf. Like, there is so much on my screen right now, and I definitely do not want to be using potions on Mooncalfs. I don't know how to tell you how to work around this though. I mean, it's kind of just a byproduct of everything going on the screen. So more coins. Coins seem to be very abundant right now. There is a lot happening here. What else is good? Poachers galore. Remember, you have increased odds of Poacher spawns and Newt Scamander spawns when running a tonic trace potion. And then, you know, let me know in the comments below, what are you guys doing? What did you guys decide that you want to do as far as potion management for this particular event? I kind of feel like I just want to clean out all the poachers and then go back and clean out all the Magi Zoo. If you are struggling with the alchemy or with the Thunderbird, you are going to be able to pick up a lot of rune stones, which will help you in that quest. 3 HP is all the poacher is taking away. Let's see how many if I don't even dodge. Was that 5? So really no struggle, no effort there. Maybe for newer players that might be a little different. I have to say the Doxy is a great surprise for me. I didn't know that they were going to do that. That was news to me. So with the amount of these that are spawning, 100 Doxy, finishing that seems like no problem at all. Whatever level you're on, you should probably finish that. And if you're not in Southern California or in a desert region, then finishing up that page might be pretty useful. Use some oddity runestones if you need to finish out that page, prestige it up. But I'm going to continue doing this. I will check back in with you when we have something big spawning. Right now I'm just going to kind of try to clean up all of this mess. I can't even come close to clearing out this area, and look at that, we have another Newt Scamander spawn. That's 2 off of my trace potion. Let me do a time check on the trace potion real quick, just so I can tell you how long it's been. Like 10 minutes, roughly 10.5 minutes since my last Newt Scamander spawn. I still haven't solved the potion dilemma, but I'm gonna use them at least until I get the page prestiged up. Then once it prestiges up, then I think I'm willing to back off the usage a little bit until I get close to prestiging up another time, because it looks like we're going to get these often enough that if a few flee, and a few will flee, it's not going to be the end of the world. A masterful spell should get the job done here. See if I can go for 2 in a row. That's 2 in a row. 2 masterful spells in a row. This one has potential, and it is successful. There are 2 of the 6 Newt Scamanders done, taken care of, and you're welcome, Newt. Man, what if I go back and there's another one? So I'm at 11 of 15. And like I said, I mean, you can tell on my screen, I'm in no way, shape, or form close to clearing all these out. I will tell you, there is 1 centaur running around amongst all these oddities, so keep that in mind. They're not all going to be poachers, but for the most part, they're going to be poachers. As far as Magi Zoo foundables off of the poachers so far, I haven't seen anything that wasn't in Newt's case, so keep that in mind. I haven't done a whole lot. Maybe this is one of them. Maybe a Niffler? No, an alchemy. I'm gonna go ahead and skip that for now because I don't need it. I don't need it. And See, there's your centaur. And I'm trying to conserve. I'm trying to be smart about how I do this. I know I'm not gonna get the page prestiged up in time for that alchemy egg to matter. But at the same time, I don't want to spend spell energy on something I don't need, especially a high threat level that is typically going to take 3, maybe 4 spell casts in order to free. Back to cleaning things up, unless there's a Niffler here. I don't see anything. I may not make it through all this, to be totally honest. Look at this. Our first severe. Now, probably don't need this. It's probably the unicorn, and it is the unicorn. But the XP gains, maybe I should be using a Dailies. Maybe I should be using a Barufio's. I'm going to go ahead and say that yes. If you're going to run a tonic potion, go ahead and run a Barufio's alongside it. I think it's going to be a really good combination to help you prestige up quicker, just because of the increased spawns of severe and emergency. Just my 2 cents worth there. Now let's see. So far, everything as the extra reward has been coins, or I did get a dark detector, or the ingredient. So let's see. Oh, 10 spell energy. That is amazing. That is really good to be giving away spell energy as well. Now, I do want to see something on this. Do the higher threat levels give away better rewards for the extra reward? I got this branch right here. It's trying to crawl up on me. I'm not gonna lie, it kind of freaked me out thinking there was a critter running, because as you can see, I'm kind of in a wilderness type area. I'm in nature, if you will. Oh, and this is what I was worried about. Like, these high threat levels seem to take forever to free, but this one went away rather easily. Only 3 spell casts and just coins. So it doesn't seem to matter what the threat level is as far as what the reward is. And my tonic has like 2 minutes to go. I'm gonna finish this thing out. I have made no progress on my Portkey because things are spawning way too much. I think you have to make the decision. Am I going to use the trace detection, or am I gonna walk things off? And that's, I don't know that you can do both, at least not in this particular situation off of a sample size of 1. And we have a Niffler. This is the second Niffler I've seen during this little stretch. I wanna say that I've seen everything that was possible. Now, I have to be totally honest here. I don't remember, one try. I don't remember exactly if both my newts came off of my trace potion, or if one of them came off of a poacher encounter. I don't remember. But the fact of the matter is, in a 30-minute stretch, running a tonic potion, I saw 5, 6, 7, all 8 of the possible encounters that you can get in this event spawning. That is great. That means things are going to be easy to come by, and then walking off the Portkeys, they're 1K, shouldn't be too difficult if you're able to get out and walk around your neighborhood, if you're able to like walk around a park, or like just be safe, whatever it is that you're doing. But if you're able to walk those off, and even if you're not, the night bus, and using all the Magizoo runestones that you should be pulling out of this event will help you finish your Thunderbird and then your alchemy as well. This should be just about the end of my trace potion, and it has officially ended. Let me take a look and see. In one 30-minute thing, what did I do? I returned 20 common poachers, which is nice. Those are going to count for doxies. And then, as you can see, 6,300 wizarding XP, 29 family foundables, 4 Niffler and baby Niffler, or baby Niffler, 6 of 10. So this is going to be pretty quick to knock that out. And then as far as everything else goes, for my dailies, collect, I may have just finished everything in my dailies as well. Use 1 potion, for sure did that. So that knocks out my daily assignments. And then finally, my registry page here. 1 runestone, 2 rune, oh, almost 2 runestones. So in 30 minutes, almost 2 runestones. Not bad for 30 minutes worth of work. I hope you guys found this video informative. If you did, make sure you give it a like. Make sure to subscribe, turn on the alert notifications so you know when the next video is uploaded here to YouTube. And let me know down in the comments below, what is your solution for the potion usage in this particular event? That's all I've got for this one. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and until next time.